Good morning and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Tourneo titanium walk around video. But before we do get started, if you are enjoying the Perkins Garage's YouTube content, why don't you hit the subscribe button and never miss a minute of it ever again. If you're liking this video, like the video, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. This here is an orange glow Ford Tourneo titanium L2 automatic, featuring the 2-litre Eco Blue engine producing 185 PS of power. That 185 PS of power is then transmitted through an automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2021 registration, meaning it will take Ford warranty with us until April 2024. The vehicle itself has done just under 11,500 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. So sit pretty and let me walk you around this lovely orange glow Tourneo. So I must say, to begin with, these are the most in-demand vehicles we possibly take into stock. A long wheelbase automatic Tourneo is like gold dust. So if you're watching this video, pick up the phone, because it probably won't be here by the time you're watching it. Anyway, so we're going to start off at the near side front bumper. Remote central lock and key out the pocket, and I've woken up the daytime running lamps. They're going to appear to be flashing in your video simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, in real life, they're not flashing, but they give you the ultimate visibility no matter what the lighting condition. So you're always going to be seen. Inside the lamps there, we have some really high quality LED headlights. Just below, we have front fog lights, and we can start to see front parking sensors trail around the bottom lip of the bumper. This vehicle is fitted with a driver assistance pack, i.e. that little blanked out radar at the front there. That's mainly responsible for things such as pre-collision assist and lane departure. But we'll cover that once we're inside the vehicle. We're going to progress round the offside of the bumper. Before we look at the wheels, we're going to look up into the windscreen. That there is a sensor for the automated lights. The sun goes down, the moon comes up, your lights come on. Don't have to worry about that ever again. Up there, we also have one for rain sensing wipers and automatic dip beam headlights. Back down to earth now, we can have a look at these gorgeous 17-inch alloy wheels. That is the silver sparkle design, and they are fitted with Michelin tyres as standard. And as you can see, they're in fantastic condition with plenty of remaining tread. Now at the driver's door, we have some high security locking, so to ensure it's only going to be you getting in this vehicle. Before we progress any further, we do have another part of the driver assistance pack. If I put my finger there so it's contrast, that is a blind spot monitor. So if someone was in your blind spot, either on the near side or the off side of the vehicle, you're going to be alerted by an orange illumination. The two-tone effect of the vehicle, so you've got the orange glow with a rear privacy glass. That's a nice two-tone effect there. So rear privacy glass stretches all the way around the rear of the vehicle. So if we follow that to the offside rear, I shall stand back. At this stage of the video, I give you an assessment of the body panels. So I'm going to start nice and high, and I'm going to shimmy the camera all the way down, hopefully giving you a good understanding of how beautiful this vehicle is. It really is in lovely condition, this one. Like all the vehicles here at Perkins Garages, we take pride in our stock, bringing you the nicest stock possible. So this is the offside rear wheel, again looking beautiful, again fitted with a Michelin tyre as standard. Moving around the rear bumper now, we can see the first parking sensor on the offside wing. That suggests we have the Ford self park assist, which I shall cover once we're inside. But rear parking sensors, and they are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. Give a little dramatic zoom there. I'll just to pan out quickly and show you the rest of the tailgate. Unfortunately, it's quite shady around here. That looks lovely. We'll look inside in just a moment. But before we do, let's give you the exact same treatment down on the near side. So shimmying the camera down. Hopefully you can see in the reflections just how glorious all the body panels are. So we'll link that round to the near side. There's the near side rear wheel. The titaniums come with this side step, whereas the sports do not, because the sports have the body kit on them. So if you require a side step, the titanium is the vehicle for you. So then we can link that to the near side front wheel. Give you a good look at that. Okay, so at the start of the video I said this engine is a 2 litre Eco Blue, and I often get asked, what do you mean by that? So in here, this is obviously where you fill the diesel for the engine, and this is called AdBlue. So this is available in any petrol station. So we fill it up for you on a used car prep, so you won't have to worry about it for a very long time. But what that does, that solution is sprayed onto the exhaust gases, making it a nice clean burn, making this a Euro 6D compliant vehicle. So you have a little indicator on the dashboard as well when it needs to be filled up, but normally they're about 5,000 miles. So if you need any more advice or help with that, get in touch, we can point you in the right direction. So just underneath the camera is where you'll find the release point for the rear tailgate. So we can open that up and we can see the difference between a short and a long wheelbase Tourneo. So shout out to the Valitors for making this look like Wimbledon. Looks fantastic, thank you lads. So looking at the near side of the boot to begin with, behind this cover here is a blower motor. This is for the rear air conditioning, which again I shall show you in a second, but all vents and controls are up there. So the main difference between a short and a long wheelbase Tourneo is about 1.5 feet between the rear blower box motor and the rear seats. The short wheelbase, the seats will start there. So to those of you who want the reference, that is the extra space gained between a short and a long wheelbase. So in the long wheelbase you've got massive amount of room here. I reckon you can get some bikes in sideways, or 2 good sized lions, you know, just as a reference, or 1 baby elephant. I reckon that's being ambitious, but I reckon depending how small it is, a baby elephant will fit in there, not a problem. So that's our work in animals. Okay, so let's get a cool down here. Underneath is a full size spare wheel with all the relevant tools and jacks underneath the driver's seat, so you're always going to be going in the right direction. Hydraulically assisted when you're opening and shutting the tailgate. Obviously it's a large bit of metal, so it needs a little bit of help, so it makes it very easy to open and shut. So if you're worried about the tailgate, they've thought about it already. It's extremely easy to open. Okay, so this vehicle, we have 8 seats. 8 seats, and I can give you 6 of them in the rear. So this is inside the rear of the Tourneo. So the titaniums come with a lovely lighter grey with a darker charcoal or a darker grey black leather around the outside. So it's a very, very smart interior. So I'm going to rattle off a bit of specification for the rear of this Tourneo. So in the rear we have 4 ISO fixing seats, 4 ISO fixings. So either end seat, front or rear, has the ISO fixings. The middle seats fold down to also act as a table. So if you've only got 4 passengers in the rear, you can enjoy the table in the middle. This row of seat here can be rotated 180 degrees. So this seat will be the right hand seat facing backwards. So you can have 2 banks of 3, or you can have 2 banks of 3 looking at each other in conference mode. For rear passenger comfort and convenience, we have sunblinds on every window. We have 6 USBs at the back of this vehicle for 6 seats and 2 more at the front. Rear air conditioning is all built into the roof with the controls just there. As you can see, we've got rear light and speaker system as well. So these are very versatile Tourneos, so let me give you a quick demonstration. So looking at this seat here, these are all perfectly individual, and what I mean by that is we can pull this lever here, lock the seat into this position. Now we can look at the bottom lever here, so pull this one upwards, and that will pull the seat into this position. Once in this position, we have a little lever just here. You can pull out that lever and that will remove this whole seat unit. So if you only require 2 seats and you need to get some skis or bikes or a gazebo, I don't know, anything long, you can completely customise it to your preference. So you don't have to have 6 seats in the rear. You can take them all out if you wanted and have a transit van. That's completely up to you, but these are so popular because of the versatility, and they are very versatile, very workable vehicles. So I'll give you a quick view of the seats in the rear, like so. Again, this leather is in immaculate condition on all seats. So cup holders and USBs down there, and the same again down this side here. So that's a quick tour around the rear. Now we're going to have a look inside the driver's seat. So on the driver's door card we have 2 front electric windows, mirror controls and interior locking just next to the door handle. A very, very well designed door card, I must say. It might sound a little point to make, but if you're on a long journey, you have somewhere to keep your wallet, you know, anything else, a big drinks bottle, lunch box, we've got to keep places nice and tidy. So it's a really well designed door card. And not only that, we also have a bottle holder here, and we have a cup holder here as well, and 2 more cup holders there. So you're always going to have somewhere to put your cup of coffee, put your cup of tea, and keep your drinks bottle. Okay, so I said I'll show you. Underneath this little cover here is all the relevant tools and jacks needed to change the spare wheel on the side of the road. Get that cover all nicely back on. Looking upwards quickly, we can see the driver's seat. Again, it's that lovely light grey with dark charcoal around the outside. And I'll get nice and close to it so you can see just how beautiful the leather is. Coming back down, we have an electrically controlled driver's seat, and that is a, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's that's lumber? 10-way electronically adjustable driver's seat. I'm just going to jump in that seat now. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on the microphone, so just bear with me for a moment. Inside the vehicle, the first thing to do is tell you the exact mileage, which is 11,396.7. As I previously mentioned, this vehicle comes with a remote central locking with a key blade. So without further ado, we can pop that in. I better look at the actual barrel instead of my camera. Foot on the brake, we can turn it round, and that will start the vehicle. That will then light up the dashboard for us. So again, let me give you a quick tour after turning down the air conditioning. The left hand side is where you'll find your RPM times 1000. In the bottom menu we have a coolant temperature sensor, we have a fuel gauge and a gear selector indicator. The right hand side is your conventional analog speedo with miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. At the top part we have a digital driver display. I can control that using the arrows, return button and menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So if I give you a quick tour of that, I'm just going to zoom in so you can see it all in its glory. So that's your home page if you like. We have chip computers, we have a My View. So in My View you can customise, so you can see your fuel economy, trip computer, eco coach, calm screen, all sorts in there. Come out again, we have the driver assistance. So I said I'll mention this earlier, that includes the blind spot assist in both of the wing mirrors like I displayed earlier, pre-collision assist, traffic sign recognition, so when it recognises the speed sign, that also works in accordance with the speed limiter, so that's called an intelligent speed limiter. We have the lane keeping system, driver alert, cross traffic alert, eco coach, cruise control and speed limiter. As I say, we can have it set to be intelligent, so it will recognise the speed sign and it will set your limiter accordingly. We have the Sync 3.4 module, that's part of the ICE 25 pack. And so when we start the navigation, we can have the directions appear in front of us, have different music, phone connectivity, and back to settings. So that's a quick tour of the screen in front of us. We'll lose the zoom now and show you around the steering wheel. So again, we have all those buttons there. A voice command button, we have a pick up, decline, and previous and next song function there as well. The left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find all of your adaptive cruise control buttons. So it's a nice ergonomic place to keep it, so it quickly adjusts your speed, adjusts your limiter, or even set the distance to the vehicle ahead. At the bottom we have a volume minus, a volume plus, and a mute button also. Moving across now to the central reservation of the vehicle, we have a cluster of buttons down here. The one on the right hand side is for your forward active park assist. So if I was to click on that one quickly, it will change the sync module and it will display the possible parking situations. They include a parallel park out, a bay park in, and a parallel park in. So if you struggle with your parking, this vehicle will park itself for you. We have a parking sensors on and off, we have a mode button and a traction control button also. A quick look at the screen. This is the Sync 3.4 module. We have the updated software, so we have audio, phone, navigation, mobile apps and settings. So in sources you have the classic AM, FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Coming out of there, we also do support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so whatever software you have on your mobile phone, plug it in using that USB port just there, and it will mirror your phone onto the screen. From there you can take advantage of the voice command buttons. So on an iPhone you get the voice assistant, which is Siri. On Android it is Google Assistant. So you can speak to your assistant and ask it to do a multitude of different things, such as set navigation, play songs, watch the football score, anything you like, but it keeps it hands free. So it's a very nice feature to have on a modern vehicle. So if not, we can connect your phone using Bluetooth, so it's a wireless connection. We have sync navigation in the middle, which is a fantastic navigation, never let me down. But if you don't like using the Apple Maps, not a problem. With a smartphone you can use your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, whichever is your preference. So that's a bit about the screen. I was going to go into other little bits such as vehicle and show you, but I don't think we've really got time at this stage. So we'll come out there. Any more information you need, give me a shout. We'll just pop the vehicle into reverse to show you the high definition reversing camera. Pop that into park, and very quickly, just south of that is all of the heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls. Fan speed to one side, temperature control to the other. We have a three-way electrically heated front seats and an electrically heated front screen, so that's perfect for the winter months. Another USB, another 12-volt socket, and underneath this cover here we have another USB and another 12-volt socket, and under there is a perfect place to keep your documents or anything if you were needing somewhere to store stuff. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Sorry it went on for so long. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll speak to you very soon. Bye bye for now.